What's good, Redskin fans, and welcome back to another episode of Redskins Film Review. And today, we're going to be taking a look at the Redskins offensive line in the Dallas game. And I want to tell you, there's going to be some plays, in this film review where I'm just going to let it play. And, mainly it's just a good play at that point if you see that. But for the most part, I'll probably be stopping and rewinding some of this stuff. I'm trying a little something different today. If it works out right, then I'll be doing this way each time, so bear with me. But the object today is to take a look at the offensive line and see if they're getting the job done from that perspective. And first of all, I wanted to say a couple things. Brandon Scherff had 2 offensive holding penalties, and Jeremy Sprinkle also had 1. But at any rate, let's go ahead and get it started. Now, as I already pointed out, there are going to be some points in the film where I just let it play. And, if it's a good play that, it just went through the progressions. Here's the first play we'll take a look at. And this play actually really broke my heart, to be quite honest with you. Let's rewind it a little. The ball sails a little bit on Case. Now, if this ball is thrown to the right and instead of over the center and it's sailing to the left, then this is a touchdown pass. This is an off to the races touchdown pass where Terry McLaurin is breaking another one free. It just goes a little bit too far to the left, and it's almost intercepted. McLaurin actually breaks that up. Next play coming up, and pretty clean pocket there. Jeremy Sprinkle with a decent catch. Next play I want to look at here, little run to the right side, and just it never got going, right? If you watch it again, you'll see Roullier loses control of his guy, who pushes his way into the backfield and blows the play up. At the same time, on the right side of the line, Morgan Moses loses control of his guy as well. And Moses' guy actually tackles Roullier, and Roulier's guy gets AP. Watch it here again in slow motion, and you'll see Roullier start to lose control of his guy. And the moment he does, his guy breaks through. And as you can see, Brandon Scherff has already made his way to the second level of the play, which is what he's supposed to do. You watch it again. Scherff, breaks his way to the second level. Roullier misses his block. AP tries to break free. Morgan Moses' guy breaks free and tackles Roullier. Broken play. Okay, this next play I'm going to take a look at is actually an incomplete pass, but I still want to take a look at what happened with the offensive line and the pressure put on the quarterback. Now, as you can see, the left side of the line caved in a little bit. And watch it in slow motion. You'll see what I'm talking about. Now, nobody really lost their job. It's just Flowers allowed the pocket to cave a little bit when his guy kind of broke free. And I can't really tell. My guess is that caused Case's pass to sail a little bit. But it looks like the Dallas defender just made a really good play on the ball. Next play I want to take a look at here is a little pass play off to the side to Chris Thompson. Line kept a pretty good pocket there. Watching the replay, you can see everybody did their job. And Chris Thompson even kind of threw a little chip there on the side of Morgan Moses before breaking off. This would effectively be the first holding penalty on the offense for the day. Jeremy Sprinkle, number 87, gets flagged. And it's a really good run by AP as well. You can watch it in slow motion here. You can see Sprinkle grab him and hook him and hold on to him as Peterson makes the turn. Which really sucks because it was a good pull by Roullier there, as you see. Coming on the heels of both of those completions, Case is able to make this play right here happen. Now, he felt, somehow or another, he felt that pressure coming from the backside. Penn lost his guy, and Case had to three-quarter arm it. Good play by Case. You watch it here, the replay in slow motion. You could see Moses was already losing ground with his guy, and Penn had already lost his. Penn's guy actually put a shoulder pad, there's DeMarcus Lawrence, put a shoulder pad in Case's back. There is the face mask, if you didn't see it. I'll try to stop it right on there. Boom. See that face mask? No penalty. You know, this play right here is a prime example of why the Redskins like Kelvin Harmon. Watch him on the left side of the line. Number 13. Great block. Did you see that? Let's watch it again in slow motion. Harmon's able to really hold that end up. You know, this is a play that I like to see early and often and want to see the offense do more of. Now look, Peterson's able to get right on the left side of Harmon and be able to shoot through and gain some yardage. He breaks that, and the only person that can stop him is the safety, and he's gone. Good play. This play here, this is just vintage Adrian Peterson with the HB cutback. I love his cuts. One of the greatest at ever doing that. His vision is unmatched in today's game. Now, some of these guys may run harder or faster at this point, but his vision is always going to be hard to match in any era. He actually ran into his blocker. Here is the game's second holding penalty. And it negates a decent little receiving play there by AP. Here it is again in slow motion. You have to excuse me, sometimes people get on me about calling Adrian Peterson AP instead of AD. I get that a lot of people like to call him all day or AD. I just habit forming AP, AD, Adrian Peterson. You know, one thing that Jay Gruden can't be, accused of is mixing things up too much. And I was glad to see him do it with this play right here. You watch the replay in slow motion, you'll see Sims come across and get the handoff. Now, in my opinion, they should probably do more plays like this, try to keep defenses guessing, because you can see that there were a couple of Dallas defenders there that were left just in the past, I mean, look around and come around that turn right there. He finally gets hit at the end there, but took the whole defense off guard. Now, when I said mix it up, I didn't necessarily mean for him to mix it up 2 plays in a row, because mixing it up is supposed to be, mixing it up with other plays. If you watch the replay, you can see it again, but you'll see what he does here with the fake handoff to Paul Richardson and then the handoff to Sims. So essentially, he mixed it up 2 plays in a row, which really isn't mixing it up. When you've mixed it up 2 plays in a row, essentially it's kind of like the norm at that point. But okay, I'll take it. The big thing here is Flowers' block right there. Did you see that? That was a great block by Flowers. And you might not have saw it the first time around, but you definitely saw it when you watched the replay in slow motion. Watch it again. Booyah. And that's Dexter Lawrence he hit. Pretty decent pocket. That was actually a defensive holding penalty over there on the defender that was on Donald Penn that reached around and went at Case to make him throw that ball. I want to take a real quick look at this in slow motion and to see where these Dallas defenders that were trying to do this, they were mixing this up all day long with the Redskins on certain plays, but where one defender would try to go across body of the other defender and they would just X, and it caused confusion on a couple plays. This play here ended up with the defender having a flag thrown on him for defensive holding. Here you go. You can watch the replay again. right there. He's holding him. 54. Harmon again on the edge over there. Does a good job of sealing his guy. Just too many guys to outrun on the edge for Peterson. You know, before this game, I had made mention about how the team hadn't used Steven Sims hardly at all. So it was good to see them finally, call his number on some plays. This play here, who says AP can't catch out the backfield? Look at the replay, you'll see everybody does their job pretty well there. It's a shift that direction and then turn back around this way. And I can tell you that they had to eat their Wheaties that morning to catch AP on the corner of that end zone because he wanted that touchdown. Here's the first attempt to get in. Offensive line couldn't do it. And here's the touchdown that he passed Jim Brown on the touchdowns list with. Watch this play back. You'll see everybody does their job. And then Peterson does his with the cutback. Touchdown. This play here was just the point I thought AP was going to take the game over. He really made that play happen. And if you watch the playback in slow motion, you can see the Roullier gets blown up back into the play itself. And so AP has to cut back and move through the line kind of cautiously to make anything happen here. All of those yards are on Peterson, making it happen. Two guys missed a tackle. One of them trips him up. I think he felt like he could have got more yards there, which is why he gets up and slaps his helmet. So you say you like to see Adrian Peterson create things? Well, he created those 2 yards there. Watch as Donald Penn basically gets beat off the edge, and Peterson, with his no-die attitude, gets 2 anyway. Love that cutback. That's a tough guy, man. He tried to get Jalen Smith to bite. Now, this play was called roughing the passer. As you see, they dropped the pass. This looks like a decent little play here until you see the yellow flag get thrown. Brandon Scherff holding. Don't look now, but they're in pistol. Shifted out of it. Here's the only sack the Redskins gave up. I believe it should go to Morgan Moses there. You see on the instant replay here, he kind of follows Lawrence inward, but then doesn't pay attention as Crawford goes to the outside. It's that prototypical crisscross that Dallas was trying to run on most of the day, and it worked there. There's really nothing that Moses could do. Case gets a little lucky here. He almost throws the interception. I believe it's to Heath. Yeah, he just hit Heath in the back of the head. Now, there's more reasoning to there only being a couple sacks on the whole season than just the offensive line playing good. Case actually reacts well, too, such as, and in this play right here, if you take a good look at this play, and how he reacts to the pressure that he sees coming, as well as the way he sees the play developing. Right there. Love to see that from a quarterback. Good catch by Vernon, too. Clean pocket. Like to see the production from a clean pocket. Now, this play right here, you can see that there was some breakdown. I don't know if it was by design to let 51 come in unscathed, but he certainly came in unscathed. But maybe it was by design, because if you watch the play, you'll see that nobody lines up to take him on. They were just faking it to one side with Quinn. Okay, so keep an eye on Morgan Moses, who loses his guy. Watch that, and it's the replay. Let's watch that in slow motion, as you'll see Moses, who is on, from our vantage point, the left side of the line, and D-Law comes up on him, and he tries to slap him down, but it just doesn't work. D-Law gets a lower vantage point, reaches up, grabs Case. It's all Case can do to get rid of the ball. Got to have better protection than that for Moses. Now, if you watch this in slow-mo, you'll see that somebody loses their guy on that right side. It's to our vantage point on this side. It's the left side. Number 96 for Dallas. Yeah, they did that cross thing again. Hard to tell whose fault it was there, but I believe it was Moses's. I mean, Case didn't take a sack, but he did take a shot to the back. It was kind of like maybe a forearm shiver that the refs didn't inadvertently see there. Love to see production from a clean pocket. These veteran quarterbacks, and yes, Case is a veteran quarterback, but these veteran quarterbacks can do a lot from a clean pocket. It wasn't a first down, but it was close. Clean pocket. Veteran players make plays happen from a clean pocket. Here's another play where Case almost throws the interception, and Morgan Moses doesn't hold up his part of the bargain on protection either. If you watch here in slow motion, you could see D-Law come off the right side there and do some sort of hop or whatever on Morgan Moses and come on the inside. And Case is actually lucky he lets go of the ball when he does. And he gets his hand hit as he releases, and the ball almost gets picked off. And I liked how they pushed here at the end to get McLaurin his touchdown, and the rookie really showed his toughness here at the end with the way that he stretched out and got that first down. Watch it again here in slow-mo. You could see that he really fights and struggles and gets to the first down marker. And it was on fourth down. Love to see these guys fighting on fourth down. And of course, the last play of the offensive game, touchdown. Good place to build on for next week, as this game definitely wasn't something that we really want to remember that much of. And one thing I want to point out is that anybody who comes out and says that the offensive line or Case Keenum is to blame for this loss is not paying attention or did not watch as good as they possibly could have. Or maybe it's because of the broadcast, wasn't in depth enough to be able to show us the true story. This game goes on the scheme and the coaching, more than anything, the coaching and what we're putting players through, what we're telling them they need to do in their positions, I believe is the wrong thing. I believe that, the whole defensive side of the ball is being mishandled, and it's leading to the offense, not being able to be put in the greatest situations. The defense is being left on the field a lot. Up to this game right here, we had a whole lot of penalties, that were just, tediously killing drives for us. They still had penalties in this game. They had 3 offensive holding penalties that really should not be there. I didn't see the offsides that we saw before, and I didn't see a string of other issues. So that's at least progress. But, from a whole standpoint of looking at this game and how it grades out, I'd say that Morgan Moses possibly had the worst game of any Redskin on the team, but definitely the worst lineman by far. And Chase Roullier would probably be the second worst. But overall, they had a really good game, I thought. They kept Case Keenum pretty clean most of the day. Is what it is. That's all I really got. If you don't mind, please reach up there and hit that like button. They don't cost anything, but they certainly help as far as how the videos are classified and shown on YouTube and who sees the videos. Hail to the Redskins, y'all. Peace.